Hey guys, Luna here, and we're back with 999 as we're just slowly continuing our way through the number 9 door and learning a whole bunch of information, which I must say, there's a lot of unrevealed secrets that we have yet to discover, though I can tell that we're almost at the end. Let's just continue, shall we? But I was still only a child. There was no match for a man like Hongu. Yes, and we were just last we left off as well. We were actually looking through Akane's vision back in the past 9 years ago, and you can actually see we still have supposedly a decent amount of ways to go before the final ending.
Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
Heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Then suddenly,
Akane!
the door to the stairs flew open, and my brother Ayo burst out of it. Behind him came Seven Snake.
Akane!
He cried my name again as he leapt toward Hongo.
You came back!
I cried out. But then,
Ah! You're too late, idiot!
Hongo threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator.
Ah!
Then the force of it threw me onto the floor. I scrambled to my... Wait, I just realized I misread that sentence. The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked toward the open number 9 door. Hongo stood between it and me, but behind him, I could see my brother, his fists clenched. But those fists never reached Hongo. With the cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Hongo glanced at me mechanically, his face registering that there was an object there, but not anything he could consider a human being. Then he turned away and walked to the red that sat next to the... reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelets carelessly onto the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all and walked past me as though I were nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later, the door was closed. The 2 other doors slid shut as well. Faintly, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned around and ran toward the door with the 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried, frightened voice.
Help me!
My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely around the empty room.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here!
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door!
What?
It started again.
Warning. Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Incineration will begin in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Shit, man, I knew what I was gonna say, but that is one hell of a creepy voice.
I knew it!
It's starting. Santa started the incinerator.
Fuck! Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years!
What the hell? What the hell? What in God's name are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
Which, I'm assuming in the DS version, you would see both of them.
I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now. I promise. I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
But
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
you know what that means, right? Incinerate means burn. What kind of idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate means. Well, God damn it. Okay, fine. I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
What? Why me?
Just shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hell do you know?
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about that. Can't really blame her. Wait. The floor, it's moving. That's different. What else can I say about it, but...
What the hell is that?
What is that?
What else could I say? The floor opened and a machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. At least, it kind of did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about this machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off even as more took their place and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass drenched in my tears. All I can see on the screen is a reflection of my own face. I'm looking kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but it kind of drives it home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, alright? Everything's gonna be okay.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
Right, back to this thing. If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. But what the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move!
We're all tense, lady. That doesn't mean you get to shove people up.
Okay, it's turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Sure, I'll just push buttons. I'm sure I'll... Oh, God. At least it's there now. What's on the screen?
What is this?
What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
It's got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across a 5x5 grid. The numbers range from 1 to 8.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle...
Oh, I did not mean to open...
the incinerator will stop? Yeah. Well, we can hope, right?
Alright, puzzle, how do you work? Man, that goddamn...
Incineration will begin in 13 minutes.
Really do this. My hair feels like it's gonna pop. My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. We were sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Junpei had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. I felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured down them. Then I heard a voice.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was muffled. I turned around. I pressed against the window in the entry door. It was a framed evil face. It was Hongo. How long had he been watching me?
Oh, don't know what to do.
He was yelling, but his voice was so muffled.
It's simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
Laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hongo, struggling to hold back hot tears.
You're a terrible person! I hate you!
Oh my! How could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice. I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty, you see? I've even left you a way out.
A way out?
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of
make me do this all again? I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man.
Huh?
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
The verification function of the red?
Then I remembered. Before Honggood left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets into the red.
Ah, so you do remember. Right now there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3.
That's 4.
Say, Akane, what's your number?
I looked down at my left hand. The face on my bracelet showed a 5. So, I went to the door with a 9 on it. Grabbed the red and put my hand against the scanner panel. It doesn't activate.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
I heard Honggood's muffled voice across the room.
I've already told you, didn't I? Once
you
you
solve
solve
the
the
puzzle,
puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
Why are you doing this?
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys. Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't! I don't know how!
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't!
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's gonna be quite hot in there in a few minutes. I imagine it will be very painful.
Where the laughter echo across the room, and even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
Incineration will begin in 10 minutes.
Crying, great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow, I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor.
I can't! I just can't! There's no way! I can't figure this out!
What was I gonna do? I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating, and my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot, so hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest as if it would pound itself into pieces. Reach into my pockets. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get, the doll Jumpy had given me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed.
Help me! Jumpy! Help me! Help me! Help me! Jumpy! 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 Please! Help me! Jumpy!
Akane?
Akane?
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
Seven Unloaded still understands. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me, and I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here?
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
Fuck. Something break our connection? And can't switch over. I swear I just heard her. Shit.
Akane! Answer me! Akane!
Jumpy?
Spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course, but I heard it so clearly, like he was right there.
Jumpy!
I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Jumpy!
That's her. She's there. Then that means...
Akane! Akane!
Are you in the incinerator right now?
Yes, I
I couldn't believe that he knew that. Now I understand what Santa meant.
Right. There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister, to save Akane.
I think I get it now.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
Chubby, we don't have time!
As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
Got it!
And I do. I get everything now. At last, I finally understand what all of this means. I know why the Nonary game is held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. I can't believe it, but there's only one possible answer. June is, Zero is, Akane Kurashiki. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. That means that there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Akane Kurashiki. Must save her no matter what.
Incineration will begin in 6 minutes.
Voice reminded me of how much time I had left.
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, alright? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, alright? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. It felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with feelings for him. Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you...
Just trust me, okay?
Sorry, Lotus, I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. Apologize later, alright? Now let's have a look at this thing. Numbers all over this grid. I think the panel's out of order. Just need to switch these out. Staring at them is not going to accomplish anything. I just have to try.
Just think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
I am literally looking at this and I've... When I press hint, numbers appear in these spots on the grid. They're all single digits. The feelings never change when I switch out the yellow squares. The squares at the bottom. Why does it say blank when I press hint? Okay, so I have to... Okay. I do... 7? A. And A. And 5? Nope. O. E. R. It's not... Okay, it's not 9 everywhere. Oh, wait. S... And then I need words. There you go. Success. Please enter password. Password as Is it just 9 a whole bunch of times? 999? Password. I'm inputting password. Oh god, what am I supposed to... I know it's supposed to be the numbers, but I wasn't paying attention to the numbers. God, what am I supposed to do? Okay, I'm just pulling up... maybe it's... Maybe it's... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's obviously supposed to be. Oh, I don't know. I'm just gonna pull. I hate having to look this up, but obviously it's not the word password, it's not 999, but it's the whole bunch of numbers that I didn't keep track of. So this is the... Not the laboratory, not the study. Library. Confinement room? No, that's not the confinement room. Wait, is it the... No, this isn't the confinement room. Okay, maybe it's, how do you spell Kane? 999. How do I spell her name? Yeah, Kane. Oh, okay. Maybe it's, since it's after the lab. No, this is... No, okay, I literally have no idea what the yeah, I just yeah. Is the password literally just 9? Okay.
Yes, that's it.
I thought it was 9. But...
Akane, did you get it?
Yes, I did! I solved it! I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did! Now I just have to press enter!
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will!
The enter key.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been disabled.
There we go.
Ah! Jumpy!
Let's see. We're almost at the end now.
It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down! It worked!
Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were a very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, much strength I had left disappeared and I collapsed onto the floor. For a while, I just lay there, laughing and crying, and enjoying. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst.
Whew.
I can't quite believe I did that, but I'm so glad, so glad. I feel like my heart's on. No, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of shit. I need to tell.
Akane! Sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
Oh, of course, that's fine.
I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were the 2 bracelets Hungu had left behind.
Now.
Well, Seven Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives.
Junpei, are you...
Okay?
Shut it.
Right, okay, so maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the enter key yet? Alright, nothing's holding me back now. Here goes. Wait.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds.
It doesn't sound like it's stopping.
What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
Maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again and again and again. Okay, that's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the hell is going on? I got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the fuck isn't this thing stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Wait, of course. That's what the numbers showed up after the puzzle mean. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. Snake, Clover, me, 7, and Lotus. Then, door 9. No, that's it. That's the number on the door. It isn't a 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
Holy shit. Of course. Then we just have to put the right number into the red and...
Incineration will begin in 30 seconds.
Run, guys! Get to the door! Run!
Oh shit, don't have much time. Man, I sure hope they can just trust me on this one or we're all fucked. Alright, no time to
Quick!
explain, just
Verify
go.
your numbers on the red!
Verify? Who?
What combination?
All of us! We all need to verify!
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. 9,
8,
8, 7,
6,
5, 4, 3, 2.
1.
Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled.
Oh, thank fucking Christ. No time to be happy. Time to go.
Hurry! We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes! Go, go, go!
Come on, guys, move it. Okay, they're all 3. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. And there goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. You're not done. We still gotta find the dead. Tired.
Shit. Looks like we made it.
Man, that guy really sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but...
Akane? Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel. But nothing. He obviously has the bracelets in hand. The door opens. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Oi!
I cried his name even though my voice was almost gone from screaming, and then leapt into...
Oh, oi!
Oh, she still has the... Oh no, she needs to find the dead. Buried my face in his chest and cried again. Cried and cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him, as far as they would go, held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what had seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever, but I couldn't. The moment I passed through the door, my bracelet had begun the countdown. I stepped away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. We spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get to and scan all the bracelets. I left the one Hongo had dropped on the scanner panel. I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective who recalled 7 in 9 years, and Snake, the blind boy, was looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide, and their mouths hung open.
Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
I was right. It was time to get moving. The mention of Hongo seemed to jar 7 and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spiral stairs to freedom. Time for more running. But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so fast I can barely hear. I can't wait to feel air again. Huh? 7 talking.
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why'd it open?
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital route 8. It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Huh?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
Then how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27?
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same, so I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16,
H is 17, I is 18, J is 19,
K is 20, L is 21.
Yeah.
N is 23, O is 20.
Yeah, and? What comes after that?
Q.
26!
And what does that mean?
That wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q! A fucking lowercase Q!
Yep, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
Then for more running. Oh my god, my eyes are killing me. I swear any more movement now and I'm gonna tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell in my body is dying for air. Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe just a short rest. No, can't stop, don't have time. I'm on legs, there can't be many more of these stairs left. Let's run like a bullet down a rifle barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. I feel like we're running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally.
Whew.
Barely breathe. No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together. You're almost...
Alright, I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Yes, we're finally here.
Please do.
Sure, you look a bit like a big heavy door, but you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. But even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're gonna open, and you're gonna open now. There is the beautiful sunshine of the true ending. Felt a hand on my shoulder. Zairo's. He gave it a small reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace, and not only because my brother and I were back together again, thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped were finally able to escape from the Gigantic. On the distant horizon, we could see a faint outline of the ship as it sank. gave a thunderous roar as it slipped beneath the waves. Its last cries echoed out across the ocean, and then it was gone.
It's over.
I whispered.
Yeah.
It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, I was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This is only a prologue to what would happen 9 years. Just finally air. Right, can barely see anything. Gotta admit, this doesn't quite look like... Wait.
No way.
I've gotta be shitting me.
What?
It can't be.
This is...
Nevada.
This is the building in the Nevada desert.
the mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in Building Q.
Sure enough, that's a desert out there with mountains all around it. Hello there, sun. Why, I'm ever glad to see you. Don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Right, our bracelets. Guess I never really got a good look at the underside of these. Let's see what's on the inside of you. It's a little electronic chip, just like an ATM card. That's it. It's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There's never a detonator to begin with. Figures.
Jumpy.
Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. That's the end. The true ending. I hope you guys enjoyed this, since I really want to go through the credits. But after this, there's technically only one ending left. I will, after the credits go through, I will try and I will try and record and end the episode after the credits finish rolling through and record its second ending in another episode just to see if I'm able to get it, but if I'm not able to, then you can always look it up and see other YouTubers' endings just to see what it's like. But yeah, this was the true ending. You realized the truth of it all. What really happens. And you really figured out what happened 9 years ago. It's kind of interesting to think about that it took 9 years to save Kane, which she was never... My only question is, everyone saw Akane, and yet no one really, there's no real explanation for why she just suddenly disappeared. I mean, I get it because she was in the past, but still, you can't just not be there. And, like, what about Santa? Like, where did he disappear to? And if there was no detonators, then what happened to the guy that exploded? And bodies, like, questions.
Are you okay?
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
It was just before the end of elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill looking down at the town as the sun slowly sets.
How does it look then?
He was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first.
Well, let's see. It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
I was gonna say bee stings.
What does that even mean?
Big grand
Ow,
bees.
ow, ow, ow.
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
Nevada does it go past. For an SUV, this thing has a pretty smooth ride. Sure, it was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the buildings, keys in the ignition, gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyways, we jumped in and now here we are, screaming across the deserts. Lotus is over there in the passenger seats. Snake and 7 are squeezed in the back here. Still can't believe we let her drive.
Woohoo! This is so fun!
Wait, Clover's driving?
This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around, and there's no speed limit.
Why is she the one driving?
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, all right? This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, all right? Suck it up.
Why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license.
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out.
Oh, okay. That explains
There's no
why they
doubt
were
about it.
too.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Sure thing.
Oh shit. God damn it, she doesn't have to drive so fast. Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. They're sure throwing up a lot of dust. It was a couple hours after we run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline. The moment we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran up to them, furious.
Hey! What the hell are you doing?
Then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Help me! Officer, please! You have to come with me!
The policeman and I headed back to the hill. And we all found Jimpy sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big swelling
You
lumps.
couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me?
I asked him. He snuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth where the tooth of
Yeah, I guess I could've.
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
Oh, you mean the bunnies.
Yeah, the bunnies.
He plucked some grass from the ground and tossed it to
They
the
asked me
rats.
what elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits. I couldn't forgive them for that, so I...
Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get.
Of course, they probably don't know any more than I do.
Like Ace. Well, I guess I should say Gentaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary Project? Anybody? Any ideas?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Oh yeah, I guess I could.
He's still in the trunk, I assume?
They tied him up and put him in the truck. Oh, that's great. Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut. His eyes just look empty, no emotion. Look like he's just given up. Wonder if he even cares about what happens to him.
Hey, were you listening to us?
Go ahead and try and pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
You could at least look at me when you talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces. I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I could see faces by peering into people's minds. you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
Yes, if you want to put it simply. But if you are looking for a more philosophical answer, I could supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness...
I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on.
All right. So what's your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Well, somebody's at least a little nosy.
Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that?
Well, you see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own, hoping I'd catch him when he finally slipped up. And during the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Gordain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
Sounds like Hongo has something to say. Alright, fine, I'll let you talk, but you gotta behave.
What?
Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora, of the family Solanaceae, and was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create Soparu. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
This is gonna be gone forever. Tape's going back on, Hongo. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride.
Here, this is for you.
What's this?
This is, for you, doll. His name is Junpei.
Junpei pulled out something from his pocket and shoved his arm toward me. In his hand was a doll made of yarn small enough to fit in his palm.
Jumpy, are you sure it's, for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so, so that means it's for you, right?
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
Wait, what? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea then.
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
Well, you know how after June, we aren't gonna get to see each other too much? I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and I just thought I'd,
Oh, okay, well, how about we call it June, then?
Okay. So, I wanted to give you this.
Uh-huh. Junpei.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes. I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe. So I give this. It me. So we always together.
Oh, Junpei.
Oh, Jumpy.
It's adorable.
If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are.
Aww.
So here, take.
Aww. I reach out my hand and pluck it up the doll gently.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
It's so cheesy, but I love the cheesiness of it. Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and I fell onto June's tiny yarn body.
Oh, Jumpy. I'll never forget you. I promise.
Junpei looked straight into my eyes and just said 5 words.
I'll never forget you either.
The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it had melted down the horizon. Last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat, bathed in the warm light of evening. Just the two of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set and we still didn't leave. We watched the silence as darkness deepened, and one by one the lights of the town began to flicker on. There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also the only Only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic. But she's still alive now as June. How? Is it because I tapped into the Morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright. Let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then how do I make sense of what 7 remembers? Snake makes sense, he's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyways. But 7, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or wait, maybe that's not it at all. There is one other logical explanation. Is what you told me the truth, 7? You look satisfied. No way. You couldn't.
Hey, look! Over there! There's somebody next to the road.
Huh? What?
Let me guess, this is Alice. Yep, this is Alice. The burning gaze of the Nevada sun poured down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on that shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was. And that's the end. Finally. So, don't forget your towel. Yeah. Let's go to a Sixth Sense for what's coming. Yeah, we got the coffin ending and the true ending. So, yep. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you guys next time, and have a good day, night, week, month of your lives, and may the stars forever guide your path, wherever it might lead you into the future. Bye, everybody.